So we had a couple people who wrote in. Polly writes in, what is anxiety? It can be really defined by so many different things. Psychological? Is it physical? It's an emotional reaction. Yeah, it's all of those things. But I don't put a lot of stock in psychological unless you find yourself from childhood on and the events that might have happened in your childhood might have created this. If you're seeing it now and you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s, it's been there. But through your life, you coped with it until you couldn't cope with it anymore. So here we are today talking about it. Now, do you realize how many celebrities suffer from anxiety and panic? I made a list, a short list. I mean, there's much, much more. Oprah. I mean, she almost had a nervous breakdown from her anxiety and panic. Kourtney Kardashian and Kim Kardashian. They suffer from anxiety and panic. Busy Phillips, who's doing a lot of fun things in the Hollywood industry. Kristen Stewart, who played in Twilight, she suffers from it. Kristen Bell, uh, Emma Stone, Dan Harris from ABC Nightline, Big Sean, who is a rapper, he suffers from it. Johnny Depp, Ryan Reynolds, forgive me. Carson Daly, and he talks about it a lot on the Today Show. So, why is everybody now putting the focus and the attention on it? Because now people are starting to learn about it. So you don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be a movie star in any way, shape, or form to have the same symptoms. But my point is, you're not alone. A lot of people do. Sometimes some people become compulsive, where everything has to be done really fast. Everything has to be perfect. When they're talking in a conversation to people, they take everything personal. It's a feeling they have that they're trying to make themselves perfect. And they're trying to be on point with everything. Do you know how exhausting that can be? So I'm telling you, you need to back up a little bit. Nothing is ever perfect. Not everyone is perfect. You can be compulsive. You can be washing your hands. You can be, I know somebody that I love dearly who feels the only control she has in her life is her food. She eats continuously. That's the only thing she felt from childhood on that she had control over. So today, at her age, in her 30s, that compulsion of food is the only thing she felt then, and now that she has control over. And believe me, she has put so much work into herself. I am so proud of her. But it's been an ongoing thing. And she knows that that's the one thing that comes from childhood, that she had control over then, and it's still with her now. And she's working on it. But just remember, you can only do what you can do and what is available to you. So don't be afraid to get involved and knowing you're not feeling right, that things are changing in your life. It's okay. But you may have to make a change. maybe sometimes you need to flip your thinking. Maybe you're looking at things the same way you always have your whole life. And what has been the outcome? Has it been good or has it been the same continuously? You are the change. Flip your thinking. Try to look at the same situation that has happened your whole life and approach it from a different avenue. You can approach it from an avenue that is kind of foreign to you. But you know what? You're going to get a different kind of result when you do that. Fear might hold you back because you might think the outcome is going to be so different you won't be able to handle it. Don't be afraid. The worst you can do is learn from flipping your thinking, and maybe that'll open up another door for you. It has for me over the years, most definitely. Now, Rose writes in, yes, you can have symptoms of anxiety without feeling anxious. Rose wants to know if that feeling ever goes away. Well, like we talked about in earlier shows, no. You just learn the tools you need to learn for this. Now, I had mentioned at the beginning of the show there was one book on the market that I really, really found help in. And that book is entitled An End to Panic, Breakthrough Techniques for Overcoming Panic Disorders. Now, this is not a book you have to read from page 1 all the way through. This is a book that you can say, okay, I'm feeling this way today. There's a chapter for it in this book. And the author I will put on the website because it's a very long name. And I'm going to mispronounce it. So I will put it on YouTube underneath the show there. And I went to Amazon and you can find it on there. It's out of print, but they will get a copy for you. But this book I had found was a big help because I could pick it up at any time. And I carried it with me while I traveled. I carried it like a Bible wherever I went. And I could pick it up and go to that chapter. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for writing in. Because if I can help one of you out there, I'm happy.